Hey people, how's it going? Gene, shut up. It's your boy Mog, and we're here with a new video. I couldn't sleep last night. I was, I had a lot of trouble with it. I was kind of mulling over in my head. Some of you may have seen in my last video how I put some money into this game, about $100. Just for kicks, you know? And, you know, on the surface, that seemed like money well spent. Like, I went from having just the main character, and some of the free ones. Like, this was my party before. I had the main character, okay, decent. I had Amber, who is supposed to be like one of the worst characters in the game, but she's really good for exploration. I had Noelle, who you get as like one of the first newbie pulls with your free wishes, and Razor, who I lucked out and got the drop, and I got the first constellation with my newbie pulls. And I went from that team to the one I have now, which I've got a C1 Chongyun, amazingly a C3, C3 Shangling, still Amber, whatever, and a Jean, C0. Even though I was trying for Hu Tao, I didn't even get the character that I actually wanted. But that's another story. That's a whole different thing. So on the surface, it seems like it was an improvement. And you know, I've still got like this little voice in my head, kind of saying, you know, why don't you go and get some more? Why don't you go and next week when you get paid, go and get another couple pulls, and you know, try for Hu Tao again, try for the Staff of Homa, try for the Wolf's Claymore thing. But I started thinking about it, and you shouldn't listen to that voice. You shouldn't even listen to the voice that tells you to do it the first time. You should just stick to free to play. I'll tell you why. Okay, so let's say you're this new player to Genshin Impact, right? You got this whole wide world in front of you, this whole adventure ahead of you, and you log in and you see the shop. Once you get to like Adventure Rank 7 or whenever it was they unlocked it. You got this Blessing of the Welkin Moon, which sounds okay. You get 300 Genesis crystals, which basically turn into Primo Gems, which is what you need to buy wishes. Or you can get like one of these starter supply kits. You get 2,700 Primo Gems across 30 days. And it's only $5. That sounds like a good deal, right? Sounds okay. Or you could do the crystal top up, which for the first time buyers, they give you double what you buy. You see, I bought the $100 one, so pretty much for $100 I got about 12,960 of these Genesis crystals, which turn into Primo Gems, which is what you need for wishes to get more characters, mind you, at a 1-to-1 conversion rate. So basically 12,890 Primo Gems, right? And there's other ways to get wishes. You could get them from Star Glitter, which you get from getting duplicate characters and duplicate weapons of the 4-star or higher variety. As far as I know, I'm still a noob to this game. This is like my first week, basically. And you know, there's two types of wishing items. This one's for the regular list, whereas the Intertwined Fate is for the event list, which is the one you want if you want Hu Tao. Or the Staff of Homa, Wolf's Gravestone, whatever. Then you get the Stardust Exchange, which You can see I've got tons of Stardust. I've got 775 after doing those pulls yesterday. And you could actually buy 5 of these per month using your Stardust each. So you get 5 Intertwined Fates, which is 5 wishes on the events, or 5 Acquaint Fates, which is 5 wishes on the normal pulls. And then, of course, you can just buy them straight up with Primo Gems. 160 per wish, 1600 Primo Gems per 10 wishes, right? Which you can get these from doing pretty much anything in the game. You get them from opening chests, you get them from doing bosses, you get them from doing your daily contracts and whatnot, which ain't a bad deal. But then, like, you get to the wishing screen, and you're like, yeah, I still got my beginner's wishes. I probably should use those, but I'm broke now. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. You know, because I want my ghost funeral parlor waifu Hu Tao with a fire spear and a little ghost girl, and you know she does thriller. Well, I think it's like more like a gungshi, like one of those Chinese vampire things. Point is, you get here and you look and it's like, okay, this sounds reasonable. Every 10 wishes is guaranteed to include at least one 4-star or higher item. And from what I understand, the character event wish usually has if you get like a 5-star item, there's a 50% chance that you get the one on the banner. I got Jean. So next time I get a 5-star from this list, it will be Hu Tao. But it took me about 60 wishes to get Jean. 60. You don't even get that many on the regular $100 banner, on the regular $100 crystals. That's only for first time buyers. You get 80 for first time buyers, but every time after that you only get 40. What does that translate into exactly? If you do the math, 12,980 Primo Gems, divide that by 1,600, that means you get 80 pulls your first $100. If your next $100 after that, you get, let's see, they give you, no. Let's see. They give you 6,480 plus 1,600. So that's half of what you'd get plus 1,600. So you get 5 pulls on $100 now. Sorry, 5 10 pulls, which is 50 pulls. Doesn't sound so bad, I guess. I mean, 50 pulls, that's 50 chances. 50 chances to get the character that you want. On the surface, anyways. Let me tell you something. Like, 90% of what I got through this was shitty 3-star weapons. Like shitty blues. And that's not even a hyperbole. That's not even an exaggeration. Legit, 9 out of 10 of every pulls you get is going to be a 3-star weapon. Now, there may be some anomalies where you get 2 characters in one pull, right? And that's nice. That's great. And at some point, those characters just become constellations, which all the constellations do is upgrade your character, which, granted, it can be a big upgrade from what I understand. It can be, but it's still not quite as good as getting a new character, right? And there's going to be times where you do a 10 pull and you don't even get a character. You just get a 4-star weapon, which ain't bad. But then, I mean, you want the 5-star weapons, right? If you're spending money, you want the 5-star weapons. I mean, like, these things are fucking broken. Like, Wolf's Gravestone, you get fucking, let's see. Increases attack by 20%. Just flat rate. Increase attack by 20%. And when you hit an opponent with less than 30% hit points, it gives everybody on your team 40% extra attack for 12 seconds. That shit is broken. And it's a 5-star on top of that. which means it has the highest rate that it has the highest base attack that it could go to. Like, when you fully upgrade this weapon to like level 80 or 90 or whatever, it's going to be leagues ahead of a 4-star weapon in terms of just the base attack. Never mind the effect. Staff of Homa. Same thing. And Staff of Homa is even perfect for Hu Tao, because you get the HP increased by 20%, provides an attack bonus based on 0.8% of the wielder's max HP, and when the wielder's HP is less than 50%, this attack bonus is increased by an additional 1% of max HP. Which for Hu Tao is broken because she wants to be under 50% health. Like when she has her C6 to get like a major attack boost. It's crazy. From what I understand. Like, and look at that, 14.4% crit damage on top of that. Yeah, you want those 5-star weapons. Anything below those 5-star weapons, I mean, like, you gotta get by somehow. You're not gonna deck out all your characters with 5 stars. Even if you're a whale. I mean, like, I saw YouTube videos, some poor guy spent like $2 grand trying to get this one weapon, and they still couldn't do it. Because the pull rates are just so terrible. And if you think about it, you really only get like 5 chances every time you spend $100 to get something good. Because, like I said, 9 out of 10 of the things that you pull are going to be shitty blue weapons that you don't need. So, you're really spending $100 for 4 things, which may or may not be the thing that you need. When you think about it like that, it's the whales who are the real losers here. You know what I mean? Because, like, these whales, they spend like thousands of dollars on the game, and sure, some of them, like, if you're a YouTube creator, you could use it as a tax write-off. You could deduct it off your taxes. You'll make your money back on content because people will click and watch your video and be like, "Oh my god, he got a 5-star weapon. He got Hu Tao before me." You'll make it all. You'll make it back if you happen to be a good, like, a high tier YouTube creator. If you're somebody like me, I mean, like, with 36 subscribers, hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out, by the way, and the like button, of course. If you're someone like me, you just spend $100 just for the fun of it. You ain't getting no return on that investment. You're spending more on, like, 4 characters than you do on, like, a deluxe edition of a full fucking game. You know? And me, I'm old school. I was raised in the era of the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and all that. Like, I'm used to you get a full game in the package, and this is actually my first gacha game. I knew it coming in. The game is actually pretty cool. Like, it's Breath of the Wild, but with anime girls and all that, and Paimon. I mean, what are you gonna do about Paimon? She's just there. But you know, I knew going in it was gonna be kind of like this, but I didn't realize just how little value you get for the money. Because I mean, $100 is really only 4 chances. 5 chances with the bonus to get the thing that you want. It's not 50. It's definitely not 80. It's 5. And there is a pity timer, so if you spend the money, you will eventually get a 5-star. I think I'm not sure about the pity mechanics, but I think it's like if you go like 90 pulls without a 5-star, then you get a 5-star. Which for most people, after their first top up, means they're going to be spending $200 just for a 5-star. Which again may or may not even be like a new character. You could just get a constellation. You could just get a constellation. Like, I could go and keep if I had the money, if I was some sort of rich kid, which I'm not, I could go and I could pull like 10 more times from the Hu Tao banner. Get Hu Tao, pull another 10 times, trying to get her constellation. Get another gene. And get Constellation 1. Increase the pulling speed of Gale Blade after holding for more than 1 second. And increase the damage out by 40%. I could legitimately spend $100 for a stat upgrade. Not even get anything new. Or, what else could I spend $100 on? A three-star weapon. Look at this. I don't even have more than one 4-star. This is the free-to-play 4-star. What the hell happened there? Like, what? 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 I don't know. In my opinion, it's the whales who are the losers of this game. Because they're spending all that money, and like, you know, I'm not gonna tell anybody how to spend their money. Y'all are hopefully adults. I mean, if you're kids, don't steal no credit cards. That's fucked up. That's screwed up. Don't do that. But most of y'all are adults, and you can spend your own money, and you have your own, you know, values and your own opinions, and that's fair enough. But there's also some of you who might develop some sort of addiction from this game. Like, you know, because, I mean, I can feel it. I got that voice saying, you know, pull again, pull again, pull again. But I can't. I'll go bankrupt. I won't be able to pay. I won't be able to pay my bills. I'll go destitute. I mean, like, I'm sure for many of you it'll be the same. And, you know, I just hope that if you guys see this and you think about it logically, that before putting the money down, you're like, well, if I'm gonna do it in moderation, or, you know, better yet, just be free to play and don't do it at all. Just save up using the primo gems you get for just playing the game. Because you never know. I mean, like, you know yourself better than I do. Maybe some of you guys are one game people, and you have that, and Genshin Impact just happens to be the one game that you love to play. And then, you know, it's fine. But for me, I've never been a one game person. Genshin Impact, I'll play this for a couple weeks. I'll have my fun with it, and it'll be great. But I'll probably drop it at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I'll move on to the next game. So, especially if you're that type of person, if you're like me, you're probably best served not dropping the money. I just did it because I wanted to have a team that I wanted to play as, or at least a team that was good, or had good characters. And I was a little disappointed. I mean, I'm salty I'm making this video, but you know, you reap what you sow. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. I hope y'all learned a little bit of something. I hope y'all had a little bit of knowledge. You know, it wasn't all clickbait. I told you. That's why I think the whales are the losers of this game. I mean, like, they may have all the harem anime girls or the wolf's claymore or whatever, but how far in the red are they, you know? Especially if they're not a YouTuber. If you're not a YouTuber, you're just spending the money to spend the money. But I hope y'all liked it. I hope y'all got something out of it. Even though this is pretty basic information. I mean, like, I just wanted to vent, basically. But yeah, y'all take care. Have a good day, and we'll see you around. Peace, baby.